Elon Musk PAC being investigated by Michigan Secretary of State for potential violations. News. Crispy Minor. He's going to post the most unhinged Twitter tweet ever if he hasn't already. Lol. FUD detector. 4496. I was very pleased to learn that someone is doing something about this. See also. How is this legal? Elon Musk's pro-Trump super PAC accused of voter deception. https www.commondreams.org News. Elon Musk super PAC. YHWHX. 1956. Is this the PAC that was doing fake voter registration shit? Like, how in the hell is that not a crime of some sort? Thugnificent 83. 1380. Literally using a fake voter registration form to steal voter data. That's not potential violations. That's election fraud and identity theft, and Elon should be personally arrested for it. It's bullshit that he's not immediately taken into custody for this kind of evil shit. Kitsune Leo. 919. So, is he the immigrant who is ruining the country that people complain about? XA0. Modsaramine Beans. 148. Serves him right for the election interference. Crispy Minor. 620. Belgium withdraws from mixed relay triathlon at Olympics after athlete who swam in Seine River falls ill. News. Platinum teeth. USA Clean Water Act sets 126 CFU, 100 milliliters as the max E. coli in recreational water. From what I understand, the EU Bath Water Directive has multiple quality levels. Asterisk 100 CFU, 100 milliliters, excellent 500 CFU, 100 milliliters, good 900 CFU, 100 milliliters, sufficient. The Seine River was tested at 985 CFU, 100 milliliters when the mayor took a swim, which was 14 days before the Belgium athlete swam in it for the women's triathlon. Jetsova. 4181. They were insane for suggesting to have anything in that shitty river. Silent Resident 1037, 4508. They should have had a clean backup venue planned in case the Seine couldn't pass the test the week and day before. I really hope the racers can file a lawsuit against this literal shit. OK Disaster 2022. 13,816. Who could have seen this coming? Shocking. Thek 40, 3,351. Before the massive circle jerk commences, I do want to point out that this would be the first instance of anyone who swam an event in the Seine getting sick from the swim. There were a few other suspected cases, but most of those were later found to be food poisoning or other unrelated illnesses. Edit. It's important to note there are gastrointestinal infections hitting athletes who did not swim in the Seine. That suggests the problem may be elsewhere. Mark Steele 6. 2237. Swim in shit for our entertainment. Fart _on_my_ pussy. 691. RFK Jr. admits to dumping bear carcass in New York's Central Park. News. These _distribution 61. Is this the bear? https:/www.cnn.com/2014/10/06/us/dead-bear-central-park/index.html. Jinamu. 2512. Let he who has not abandoned a bear cub carcass in Central Park cast the first stone. EMAW 63, 9957. Interesting. https www.usatoday.com/story/news/2024/05/25/brain-worms-black-bear-meat/73853429007/ Summer Mummer 5550. Excuse me, how the fuck is this an actual headline? Jimmy 100, 1773. I kinda actually like this timeline. I remember reading that article 10 years ago, and who would have guessed that the perpetrator would be a candidate for President of the United States of fucking America in a decade. Literally too hilarious, and I don't know how we didn't connect the dots sooner. Drewer 23. 3206. RFK Jr.'s new campaign slogan, "We have the meats, Oculeers," 655. Steven van de Velde, the Dutch beach volleyball player convicted of rape, eliminated from Olympics. News. Soylent Will, convicted of child rape. Tamarind Endnote, 6004. Shame he was able to compete at all. United reach 2,798, 3,477. Convicted of raping a 12-year-old girl in the UK. Eliminated by losing his game. PM me _your penis _PLs. 1024. He was eliminated because he lost. Not because of the raping of a child. They actually allowed him to compete all the way through. Fucking wow. Don't look _weirdo. 197. I wonder if it was worth it for him. Nobody in the country knew of him or his background until the Olympics. Now he has to go back without medal, but with a lot more people suddenly despising him. Aphotics. 1326. The fact that he was even allowed to be there and given special treatment is disgusting to me. Not surprising though, from an organization known to cover up sexual abuse. Chicken Booty. 470. Judge who authorized Kansas newspaper raid escapes discipline with secret conflicting explanation. News. Serpanayo _ Remember kids. It's not what you know, it's who you know. JTWH 20, 2453. The magistrate who authorized last year's police raid on the Marion County Record escaped discipline from a state panel by making claims that contradict statements in federal lawsuits about how the search warrants arrived in front of her and whether the police chief swore they were true before she signed them. Magistrate Judge Laura Veyer's secret explanation, obtained by Kansas Reflector, adds a new layer of confusion and mystery to how law enforcement were able to carry out the search and seizure of journalists' computers and cell phones without regard for state and federal laws that prohibit such police action. It also raises concerns about the low standards set for judges by the Kansas Commission on Judicial Conduct. I agree. This raises concerns about the low standards set for judges from the Supreme Court on down. Is there no way to transparently ensure some code of ethics for these people? Here we have a corrupt judge in cahoots with corrupt cops to raid a journalistic operation that was investigating corruption of said cops. Radicality. 1886. Article does not give much context for this outcome. This situation is absolute bedlam. The judge is a drunk driver and attacked this newspaper to protect another drunk driver, a restaurant owner. https www.npr.org/2023/08/17/11943920001/judge-who-signed-kansas-news-paper-search-who-signed-ts reports say. https www.npr.org/2023/08/17/11943920001/judge-who-signed-kansas-news-paper-search-warrant-had-2-Dewey-RS. TS reports say. The police violently searched the home of the newspaper's co-owner and she died the next day. She was 98. https www.theguardian.com/us-news/2023/august/13/marion-county-record-co-owner-joan-myers-kansas-pollock E-Raid. https www.theguardian.com/us-news/2023/august/13/marion-county-record-co-owner-joan-myers-kansas-pollock E-Raid. A $235,000 settlement was won over this incident. https www.kshb.com/news/local-news/marion/former-reporter-settles-part-of-a-police-raid on a Kansas newspaper for $235,000. https www.kshb.com/news/local-news/marion/former-reporter-settles-part-of-a-police-raid on a Kansas newspaper for $235,000. Quote, Epidemic Saints. 415. Greater than the panel members who dismissed the complaint against Vire were Grant County District Judge Bradley Ambrosier, Kansas City, Kansas. Attorney Tonda Jones Hill, Rosemary College, of the Sisters of Charity of Leavenworth, Kansas Court of Appeals Judge Thomas Malone, and Johnson County Judge Thomas Kelly Ryan. The appropriate catchphrase in this instance is, they investigated ourselves and found we have done nothing wrong. It's fine if a judge is rubber stamping warrants so police can do whatever they want whenever they want, but as this is a case about accountability, they need to say that is what was happening. There is only one reason to get a judge's signature for a warrant, and that is so police don't abuse the power. This case is nothing if not a clear sign that the police were abusing their power. That's what we here for. They abso-freaking-lutely did something wrong. Safely_beyond_redemp. 99. I wish these corrupt people would stop embarrassing my home state. Sakima 147, 331. Of course there will be no accountability for the system here. Frustrating, but expected from such an insular small-town mentality. Keep up the good work. All journalists of conscience out there. Donkey Brisket, 68.